I had to stop real quick. Like, I was like, what is going on, bro? It was like, nigga, leave. And then literally, I left out like that night or some shit, bro. And I'm like, nigga, and then it started getting hectic. Niggas on the wall, niggas getting smacked. I'm like, oh shit, nigga, what the fuck? That shit was a whirlwind, nigga. I was like, oh shit. That shit was crazy, nigga.
Yo, I'm so glad I didn't see you get slapped like that though.
Oh,
That slapping shit
no.
was crazy.
Yeah, you know, I tend to, you know what I mean, try and stay away from the smacks and shit like that. I don't like, you know.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't see you get smacked, man. That shit was kind of it was degrading. You know what I'm saying? Like as a man, you would rather get punched than to get slapped. You know what I'm saying? Because a slap not really gonna physically disable you like that, but still, if you get slapped and you don't do nothing back, like that shit is like the worst.
No, I
And
ain't gonna
even
hold. Yeah, I totally like fucked up my whole sense of self. I totally let that go. You see what I'm saying? And I allowed myself to be portrayed as a hoe. I never been a hoe ass nigga, even though I've been nice. Nigga, I done always lived around real niggas. I done always been somebody where somebody say shit like, nigga, don't call me that, nigga. Because I'm really not from that cloth, bro. I promise you, like, the stature of my mom and my dad, I'm really not from that pedigree. I really quieted a lot of shit in me. And I think another reason was like my dad died when I was my dad passed away when I was 10. He was in the military, he was overseas. He died when I was 10 years old, and so it was me and two of my other brothers. My mom was a widow. She raised three of us by herself, and she never remarried. So you're talking about no man, no masculine energy in the house. Um, so in terms of how to be a man, that's not something I was taught, but I was taught how to defend myself. It was just that in this situation, I'm I'm going there with the sole intent of understanding information and knowledge. Even when I went there initially, I didn't really see him as above me. I used to call him Ak. A lot of people don't know, but like they used to call him Master Teacher. When I first came, I used to be like, "What's good, Ak? What's good, Ak? How you feeling, Ak?" And after a while, he was like, "Don't call me Ak, nigga, the Master Teacher." And I'm like, "All right, well," but I never really seen it like, it was always like, "Yo, what's good? You like a big brother to me, like." What's happening? I'm coming here to learn knowledge so we could build and stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? So I literally made myself docile so that I could learn. Because I'm like, bro, I'm supposed to be here learning. So that means that something good is supposed to come out of this. That's why I'm riding the bitch till the wheels fall off. Because I done goddamn sucked your dick live. I done goddamn cheat that nigga, this, that, da, 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 live. And sacrifice everything. So I'm like, bro, I can't be out here like a fool, bro. There has to be something good that come out of this. What the fuck? So I'm staying to the wheels fall off, like, bro. And it just took a certain situation for me to realize what was really going on. You see what I'm saying? But I ain't never really been to that pedigree to just let a nigga do anything type shit. Like not at all. And I'm not saying that I'm a nigga that's strapped up this and the third, but I'm gonna protect myself. You're not gonna just hurt me. You're not gonna just look at me and think that you could hurt me. The people that's around me not just gonna let you just hurt me. You feel me? I got people in my family, bro, like just like anybody else. You see what I'm saying? So,
and I think like when I listen to some of the commentary that's coming from like people who are reporting on this stuff, they kind of like it's kind of harsh to listen because they want to defame you guys and say that y'all are crazy and y'all are diminished as people, and sometimes they say y'all crazy for doing this shit and
right.
all crazy shit. But you know, when people are subjected to a certain environment, it's gonna rub off. You know what I'm saying? And I think that us being complacent with shit makes the shit rub off. Like sometimes we gotta be around people who we respect enough to check us. And when they check us, we understand what they saying. Like, you know what I used to like? This is what I used to really love. That we used to have meetings and talk about the shit that happened that was out of pocket. So we would meet up, the women would be separate, and it'd be just the men, it'd be just the warriors. And we would have a meeting and we would hash out whatever was going on the day before or whatever happened earlier. and we will talk about the good things and the bad things. And sometimes we get confrontation.
Yeah.
Sometimes a little chippy. I love that though, because as men, we should be able to pull each other to the side, close the door, and say, listen, ladies, we need to have this conversation. And we need to build and we need to talk about how we're going to carry it. And I think that it can become a point where when we get power, we cannot be really checked like that. You know what I'm saying? And we can't respect somebody checking us. And I think that's probably. And you know what? Hold up, Heru about to come in too. Heru about to come in. I want to hear what flavor he got to add to this conversation.
Okay. Let me sit down. Let me sit down for this one.
Right. Where Heru go? Heru, send me that request again, man. I don't know, but you locked in. I like how y'all got that vaulted ceiling. That's a vaulted ceiling. That's my shit.
I'm glad you'll be free to love your family. I'm thankful. He coming up?
Yeah, he definitely was. I accepted it. Yo, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna end this joint and we're gonna go back live. Because I think it's because I'm running out of time. My time is about to be out. Oh, hold on. No, don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. There we go. There we go. I think he was sending it the other way. Peace to the gods.
Hey, peace, y'all. Peace, y'all. My bad, my internet.
Okay,
Y'all can hear me good?
Yeah, what's that?
Nah, what's up, man? Peace, bro. Peace, man.
Yeah.
So, man, like I just got questions, you know what I mean? Because I was somebody that, I left, I was there, whatever, but I don't know. I just don't have that same feeling towards, Chief or whatever the case is. So, like, my question, I was listening to you, and you said better in your life. Like, I'm at work right now too, you know what I mean? Like, I'm definitely doing what I gotta do within, the realms of this matrix as well too, right? But I was just like, wondering like, so like, I'm listening to a lot of stuff that you feel like, we overcoming and things it's better now that this is going on. So it's like I'm asking because this was always the question that we ask people that leave. Like, is everything really like better? Or like, you know what I mean? Like, the things go away. Like, the reason why we started this journey and why we left, like, did those things go away now? Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, Chief locked up. You know what I mean? And whatever the case is, whatever bad, you know what I mean? Like, are those things like, not a factor? And I just want to keep bullet points for my questions that I'm asking. Can y'all hear me? Is my internet
Mm-hmm.
still messing up? Okay. So that's one bullet point I want you to take into consideration, right? The other thing I want you to take in, I heard you, Fi, and you said you agreed with it, and this is why you kind of like battled yourself a little bit, Musa. You said that, we just gotta the leadership. Even if someone is you what did you say? You made an example, but I like this the reference that you used when you said a broken clock tells the truth twice. But you said that based upon what you were saying about, Chief, where you was like, even if, what he was doing was wrong, but it was for the right reason, like in a way. And it's almost what my chief teaches, you know what I mean? It's better to be real than to be right type of scenario. So look, regardless, because you had a different relationship, you know what I mean? Regardless, I'm for me, I don't know. I just feel like the reason why I started, you know what I mean, was, shit, what, like, I feel like we still dealing with white supremacy. I'm out here, bro. Like, I'm out here in society, bro. Like, I see the gender shit going on. You know what I mean? Like, I do see it. Like, I see it. I can't deny it, bro. Like, I see the hamster wheel
But what are you saying
every
that for,
day.
though, bro? What's the point of
You
you
feel
saying
me?
that, though?
Because I'm feeling like those things like
Stem from
all
self-hate?
right, look. are those things? No, not stemming from self-hate. Those things don't matter to you anymore. You know what I mean? I guess I'm
What
just asking you
what
personally. I don't know.
what are you asking me? You know what matters to me? What matters to me is that I'm healthy and in a good, stable situation so that I can be of assistance to anybody else. The only thing that matters to me is that I'm filled with love and that every day I'm literally becoming the best version and creating my heaven. That's what life is
Right.
about. That's the whole purpose. Now, listen, it's one thing to say that the whole situation was divine and it happened because it was meant to happen. Okay, sure. But the next thing is, what do you take out of it? And now what do you do with it in your life?
Right. So, okay.
Because in my mind, like you said, leadership, you started off saying leadership. In my mind, you talking about self-hate, bro. I don't hate nobody because they the opposite skin color. I love myself. I love melanated people. I love myself. I done put a lot of love into myself. So in my mind, I in the end goal, I would love if she could get out and heal and be and approach people differently. I would
Okay.
hope
So,
I would hope that the toxicity of the situation could come out. I would hope and pray that people could come out of jail and properly rehab in life. When I left, I had to rehab myself, bro.
okay,
You know
I
what I'm
understand. And I
saying?
feel
You
like, and
gotta
look, I
realize,
know
bro.
you on your page,
I
you
was in there
telling your
for
story
5 years.
too.
Hold on, I was in there for
Good.
five, almost 6 years, bro. And I let go of kids, bro. I let go of 3 kids, 2 wives. I done put almost $60,000 in, bro. I fully committed myself. I literally sacrificed myself for the mission. And still, after I left, I was still defending. And after a while, it wasn't making sense. It's like something not right. And it's not to say that I don't have love in my heart. I don't wish bad on anybody. I don't say, yeah, lock them up, this, and the third. It's happening how it's supposed to happen. All I'm
I get
saying
what you're
is,
saying.
even Chief said it himself. He said, you can't be good. If God is nature and you get locked up in jail, that means it's for a
It
reason. I
was
mean,
for a reason,
if you
right?
search, I love Chief, bro. I even sent bread after everything. Even after I left, I
Right.
still sent bread. Was keeping in touch. Like, yo, yeah, love you, Chief. This and third. I wasn't getting the same energy back. So in my mind, it's like I don't know what to say. I'm projecting
All
out
right.
love,
I
and
want
I
to
know
ask you this.
I know it
My
might be a
bad.
sour situation because you in jail, but if I call you and I'm trying to give you love and energy, just because I don't want to do what maybe you want to do, I don't mean that I'm a bad person. And I literally would take that perception and that would start to rule me. And that's what I'm talking about on a program tip. You feel what I'm saying? I have to identify. It says in the Bible, it says you can't be lukewarm. You have to be the hot or cold. I have to decide. I can't be in the middle like, well, I want to do the right thing and I want to live my life, but I don't know because I feel like Chief said this and I'm scared. And a lot of people go through that, like with knives and certain people go on crazy and don't know what to do. That's because you give somebody so much so much of your self-esteem and you look up to them so much. You feel me? You're so codependent on how they feel about you that literally them not accepting you could literally send you into an abyss, into a hell within your own mind.
Right or wrong, you know what I mean? But one
Yeah.
thing he definitely pissed the ball in another person's court, you know what I mean? No matter what, you know what I mean, what he does, the ball is always, you know what I mean, and it's always a self thing what we choose to do with what we had. And what I'm feeling like a little bit, I'm getting a little bit of you know what I mean, because I learned it from you, you know what I mean? I learned it from, listening to your videos a little bit, you know what I mean? Like the Malcolm X vibes. You know what I mean? Whereas though we kind of had like a common enemy at first, starting out, this was what it was about. And even if, man, you kind of like, look, da 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 da, just the time and and the way, things are right now, and, the sickness that my people are under. Do I really need to be on the media, on white man's camera, on press and, saying this about the Nation of Islam and this about, Elijah Muhammad? Maybe, if I could, you know what I mean? Like, and one thing my chief always say, always was like, if we see somebody doing it, yo, why do we sit there and we talk? Why do we sit there? Why not, like, we need to come up with like solutions. We need to figure out
Right.
how to help. We need
Right,
to,
right,
you
right.
know what
So,
I mean? Like, 'cause
so,
I feel
so,
like that's real for
so,
somebody
so,
that's
how are
like,
you going to help? My thing is like this. Um,
mm-hmm.
I done said all the positive stuff about Chief even after the situation, bro. Like
That's
Chief,
a fact.
he's still listen,
bro.
bro. I already said it. Like, yo, a lot of positives I got out of that. Even out of the negative, I needed that for whatever reason. That was needed in the universe. All I'm saying is, it is what it is. All I'm saying is, for me, I'm going through right now to do for me, and that's and the solution. That's the solution. If Chief and that was divine, then all I can do is be me and honor how I feel.
Right.
That's the best thing I do. You want to talk about the best thing to do? Really apply them principles to your life. That's the best thing you could do. I'm going to speak my piece and I'm going to say it how it is, no matter how nobody feel about it. I don't care why, because Chief would do the same to you. He would tell you right to your face how you feel about it, right or wrong. This is how I feel. This is what it is. No matter what it is. That as God, if I'm God, right, and I have feelings in my heart, what is the one commandment is the what? To sin against the Holy Spirit? As far as I'm concerned, I'm God. Every day I wake up, I'm God.
You know,
I may
one
not.
thing I'm gonna say, like, can I say,
Hold on, bro. Don't cut me off.
Okay, go ahead.
Don't cut me off, bro. If
I'm God,
I'm God, bro. That's what Chief teach you. Look at the downloads he just posted. He said you're God because your interpretation of your electrical signals determines your reality. So guess what? If I be myself truly and intently, I get to experience my heaven. So even though the situation went sour, guess what? I'm honoring my code and what I'm supposed to do. And I'm going to do it and not feel guilty about it. I'm going to experience love and happiness in my life. I do not have to live in a situation of fear, regret, or anything sad, no matter what the situation is. The best thing I can do for the universe and to advance us as a people is to live in a situation where I am freely myself, despite how it makes you feel. I'd rather hurt you with the truth than a lie.
No, that's real. And I can respect that. And I understand. I definitely understand. Like, I understand. Like, you know, like, listen, fuck with anybody. Like, I get it. You know, I get it. You know, if I could just, you know, just anything, you know, a little, just from my perspective, you know, one thing I do love about studying the Islam religion, you know, Islamic culture and stuff like that. They have like a little time, like little rule or whatever the case is, right? And it's for, like, you know, we underneath for the same, like, we had the same mission, same purpose, same goal. You know, we understand that, you know, we might, you know, have different falling outs and this and that. And I don't really know, for me personally, you know, and it's just me expressing myself. I'm not saying what you're doing is right or what you're doing is wrong. You know, I'm just giving from my, you know what I mean, from my perspective.
Yeah.
I don't feel like, you know, the rule in Islam, you know, hide your brother's faults. You know, I don't feel like that suppresses me. Like, for example, I'm not Sunni Muslim or anything like that. I'm just saying, when I was a Sunni Muslim, you know, I always would get the things, you know, people always be like, well, brother such and such, he ate pork. So are Muslims allowed to eat pork? And I always, you know, had to make up like a little, you know, say something like, you know, well, maybe, you know, he was hungry, he might have, you know, ran out of money, or, you know, say something, because it was a rule of thumb, you know, just to cover your brother's flaws, cover your brother's faults, because of the outside backlash that we, like, would have on, like, you know, the Islamic religion, and, you know, we just trying to, like, a certain way. So it was like, it meant more, like, to help we want to help this brother nonetheless, you know, with his drinking and the eating the pork and everything like that, you know what I mean? Like, or we're just gonna not deal with the dude. But more than, you know what I mean, but more than just, you know what I mean, all of that, you know what I mean? We made it a point to, like, not, you know what I mean? Like, not like not back by, I guess. I don't know. You feel me? I don't know. We just made it.
Hey, bro, this is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say. Hey, this is what I'm gonna say, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I think you still have work to do in that arena, in your mind, because I feel like it's confusion, and I can't ignore even what the comments are saying. We have to pay attention to what people are saying. There's a lot of times people say things in the comments, and we've ignored them, no matter how bad it may seem. Hold on. You can't. I don't think you can listen to. I'm trying to get a point out, and I want to say this too, because I didn't get on here to bash Chief. I literally was defending Chief, even though I was struggling with my identity. I still was like, bro, this is what it is, because I believe that he tapped into some divine information. Like, bro, obviously he putting information online that niggas was not tapping into. That's a fact. But there's also people that were. All I'm saying at the end of the day for myself is that this is what I need to do to be me as the universe to go forward in my life. And somebody else might be going through this, bro. Listen, bro, I gotta be me, bro. This is the energy that what's crazy? You wanna help Chief become Chief, bro. Because the main thing that
That's
Chief was trying to
yeah,
teach people was how to
yeah,
adopt that energy. How to adopt the energy of a man and of a God. You wanna help this situation? Adopt. Apply it because I actually care. And this is the
I agree.
result. This is the result of that, bro. The things that I've seen and understood and streamed and channeled have got me and led me to this point. No matter how scary or what I might feel, I have to speak my heart, bro. Because when I go to sleep, I gotta live with me. And so I have to honor this heart. This is God's heart, bro. I'm observing this. This is God's heart. So no matter what happened, bro, I gotta live out my heart, bro. And it's funny because when I was in the camp and I used to watch a lot of people, I used to watch a lot of people after they leave the camp and they would be talking bad and as a group think, if you even study psychology, group think is dangerous. Group think is dangerous. And I remember we used to always be bashing niggas like, I can't believe they would say that. And I'd be thinking to myself like, that shit kind of true. That shit kind of true. Like, we can't just ignore this shit. But by me doing that, bro, my heart sunk. And I lost my vitality, nigga. How am I gonna help and serve anybody else if I don't got my vitality? And I'm not blaming that on nobody else. All I'm saying is that this is my process of getting my vitality back, and best believe process and happening of the universe to create balance and restore order in the world.
Hey, yo, hold up. Time out. I'm gonna end this and come right
I
back,
hear
yo,
what you're
because they about
saying.
to clip us. I don't want them to clip us. And I had something to add
Okay,
to it real quick, but let's come back and reset this joint real quick.
All right, go for it.
that's a fact.